Kenne Bell Supercharged 1997 Ford SVT Cobra, 28,000 miles. Let's take it for a test drive. Happy Monday morning in a supercharged 97 SVT Cobra with a documented 28,580 miles as of this video. This is a super cool SVT Cobra because, again, it's obviously supercharged. These never came factory supercharged. This has an aftermarket Kenne Bell supercharger with a Kenne Bell intake as well. Stock, these 4.6s made, I think, 305 horse and 300 foot-pounds of torque. The Kenne Bell setups, the 2.1 that this one has, they're rated at anywhere between 425 and 450 horse, and then 400 and 425 foot-pounds of torque. So with this aftermarket setup, it runs extremely well. Under regular driving like this, you don't even notice that it's supercharged, but once it's warmed up and you really get into the throttle, it runs excellent. You have your standard 5-speed transmission, and then as far as some of the suspension components, we'll dive into it further later in the video, but you have your factory 8.8 rear end as well, your aluminum drive shaft, and again, we'll talk more about the suspension a little bit later. Factory AC blows nice and cold. Disc brakes, they're Hydroboost all the way around their discs. Power steering with rack and pinion, and just a blast to drive. Again, as you can see, it's a really docile and tame car. Again, we're letting it warm up just a little bit, and then we'll really get into the throttle and test out the performance, but it's just a super easy Cobra to drive. I'm a huge fan of these cars. I actually try to keep a couple of the 94, 95s, and then the 96, 97, 98s. I always try and keep a few of them in the inventory. They always sell really well, and this one is a really cool car with the white and the black, and then being a supercharged car as well. As far as your exhaust goes, you retain your original manifolds, and then you have a Aftermarket Bassini X-pipe and then a catback setup. I think they're like Flow Masters. Don't know exactly which muffler they are, but an aftermarket muffler set, and then tailpipes coming out the back at the stock location. Sounds good. That clutch feels great. Downshifts like it should. No chatter. Easy car to drive. On the interior, it's code 4J, which is your black leather interior. You have a little bit of leather wear over here on the driver's seat from getting in and out, and that little leather cracking that you're gonna get on all of these seats for the 94s all the way up to the 98 Cobras. But this one still is in great shape. You have an aftermarket shift ball. You do have an aftermarket bezel with your 2 aftermarket gauges. You got a boost gauge and then an air-fuel ratio gauge over here on the right. The rest of the gauges are factory. You do have an aftermarket Kenwood AM/FM CD, and then it's a Bluetooth as well, stereo. Cobra mats, door panels are excellent, no issues with the back seat. Headliner and visors, all that stuff shows great. Really no issues on the inside, again, outside of just a little bit of wear on the driver's seat, which you are going to get. Really the only disclaimer you're gonna have on this entire car is the check engine light does come on and off. Obviously with the performance aftermarket stuff, it just tends to happen. There is no issues with this car mechanically. You could probably plug the little scanner in and get the little check engine light to go off. Just one of those things, but again, there is no issues with the driveline. Just a little check engine light is on. It happens when you do some aftermarket mods. Sometimes those lights will flash for whatever reason. On the additional informations tab on the website pcclassiccars.com, you will see the clean Carfax as well as photos of the little imperfections on this Cobra inside and out, but they're all very minimal. And then you will find that does it work section, which everything is listed as a yes on this one. After these last couple cars, we'll kind of go ahead and get in the throttle. We'll try and keep the tires from roasting them down, but no promises. Come on, car, I want to get in front of this other one. Maybe a little bit too of an aggressive pull right there, but there you have it. An absolute blast to drive this thing. It will roast the tires in 1, 2, and 3 if you want it to. The power band is super smooth. Again, I never like to beat on my stuff, but it's always fun to test them out a little bit, check out the performance. That transmission shifts great. Again, the motor has great power. It's not making crazy amounts of boost. I think it's like 7-8 pounds is what these Kenne Bells are rated at. So low to mid 400s for horsepower and torque is a lot of fun for a regular daily driver car or a street car like this. Underneath is like new. The floors are excellent. You do have the Weld-in subframe connectors, your standard front and rear sway bars. Again, that factory 8.8 rear end. I don't know what gear ratio it is, but it's probably the factory one because it's not wrapped out in fifth. We're doing 70 miles an hour at 2,400 RPMs. So it still has a great highway gear in it, but no rust issues of any kind. Again, this is a no accidents or damage ever reported on the Carfax. It's super clean on the bottom. On the exterior, it is code ZR, which is the ultra white. Great color. It is original paint outside of the aftermarket cowl hood. You have all your VIN tags all the way around the car, again, outside of the hood. I don't have the original hood. Couple little stone chips on the front bumper. Little bit of yellowing on the taillight bezels that these cars get, and same thing with the lower side skirts. The yellow is bad about that, but it still represents very nice. Factory 17-inch Cobra wheels. Nice tires all the way around. I believe they're 2022 date code. Couple small little imperfections in the windshield. It's all really minuscule stuff. All of these imperfections, again, you will find on the website pcclassiccars.com in that additional informations tab. Again, you click on the vehicle you're interested in, scroll below the photos, you'll see the test drive link, which is what you're watching, and then you'll see that additional informations tab, which will have all those goodies in there so you guys can check that out. The suspension checks out great, no issues with any of it, no shakes, no pulls either way from the steering or the brakes. You do have aftermarket rear lower control arms, front suspension and steering components all check out good. A really well set up car to have a lot of fun with. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all that stuff works properly. You do have tilt, you do have cruise, all your creature comforts. We'll roll into a throttle here a little bit. This car is awesome. It is an absolute blast to drive this thing. I forgot to mention on the rear bumper, in the Cobra inlay on the rear bumper, it does have some blue. That is not factory. If someone wanted to, you could get that off. And then underneath the hood, you do have a blue Cobra emblem as well, or a decal, I guess per se is what you would call that. But the hood is aftermarket, so. But overall, it's just a really kick-ass car. Inside the trunk is very clean. Nothing is messed with back there. It's all OE spec and looks great. Inside the engine compartment, again, we talked about the aftermarket hood. It does have hood hinges, so the hood stays up by itself. You do have that Kenne Bell supercharger. Same thing with the intake. All of the wiring, the install for the supercharger setup looks great. I don't have any receipts or any paperwork to say exactly who or when the work was done, but it does all look like a professional did it. The Kenne Bell stuff is tried and true. I've owned a handful of these Cobras over the years that have had this same exact setup, and they're always a blast to drive. And again, this one is set up fantastic, exactly how I would do one of these cars. Again, the only thing on this one is a couple really small little imperfections in the paint, and then again, your check engine light flashes from time to time. It might stay on. It's actually on right now, but again, no mechanical problems. We've checked it out front to back, inside and out. But you could get the little check engine light to stay off if you plug the computer in and kind of program it to not be on. All right, we'll roll into the throttle here. Try to keep the tires on it again. Man, this thing is fun. Just an absolute joy to drive this Cobra. Super easy car to drive as well, and has a hell of a look to it. As always, I'm Mike. This is a supercharged 1997 Ford SVT Cobra with a documented 28,500 and some change actual miles. From myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we always appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out the additional informations tab on the website pcclassiccars.com. and check out the content across all of the social platforms. We'll catch you guys on the next video.